What is up, ladies and gentlemen? CJ the Cheese DJ here, and we are back with another quick Warhammer video for you guys today. And today, guys, we'll just be quickly going over the Lord effects in the campaign for the Mortal Empires and the Eye of the Vortex. So, guys, we'll start off with Nakai here, and you can currently see that he has the faction effect. He is the Spirit of the Jungle, and that is his faction. So, Nakai's Horde unlocks units, while other Hordes use global recruitment to get access to them. Now, what that entails is once you've got a Nakai's army capacity increase, you can then use other lords to recruit units globally from that military pool that Nakai's Horde has buildings for. Now, as well as that, Nakai's vassals occupy the settlements conquered. More settlements controlled come with increasing rewards, so the more settlements you obviously capture, the more money you have coming in, the more temples you have to the old ones and stuff like that. Now, as well as that, he's got recruit rank +3 for Kroxigor Ancients. So whenever he recruits a Kroxigor Ancient as the Lord, they get +3 levels, which is great. Now, as for the rest of his effects, you can see here he gives his Kroxigors +5 melee defense for standard Kroxigors and sacred Kroxigor units army-wide, his whole army-wide. As well as that, the recruitment cost for Kroxigors is reduced by 10% for both standard Kroxigors and sacred Kroxigor units. So he's very good if you want to build a Kroxigor army, which makes sense since he is the daddy Kroxigor. But for now, let's move on to Gorok, the Great White Lizard. So this guy has quite a few effects going for himself. He starts off as Eater in the Eater section, you can see over here, and he starts the campaign with the control of Lord Kroak. Lord Kroak is a great hero to have, and he just does a huge bombardment attack as he unlocks more spells. As well as that, he also has the right of Resilience, which causes Unbreakable and extra, I think it's +5 melee defense for your Saurus units in the faction-wide effect as well. Now, as well as that, he also has recruit rank +3 for Saurus Scar Veterans, so very similar to Nakai, but instead of Kroxigor Ancients, it's the Saurus Scar Vets. As well as that, he has a negative 20% upkeep for Saurus units. So you pretty much want to stockpile this guy's army with as many Saurus units as you can, as you will reduce the upkeep of them by 20%. Now, as for his Lord effects, you can see here melee defense +5 when in own or friendly territory. So if whenever you're in your own territory or say a military alliance territory, you will actually gain an extra 5 defense on all your units in that army, which is really good. As well as that, he gains physical resistance of 20% when defending sieges. So whenever your settlements are under a siege, you gain an extra 20% physical resistance to all units when defending, which is really powerful and can make a very big difference in siege battles. So guys, that is the two lords from the Lizardman DLC. Let's go across to Marcus Wolfheart. Now guys, Marcus Wolfheart is the legendary lord for the Hunts Marshals expeditions, and he has quite a few faction effects. So he has a limited roster, so only basic units are immediately recruitable. So pretty much what this means, if you haven't played, well, nobody would have unless you got access to it early. Pretty much when you play as Marcus Wolfheart, you will gain notoriety, I guess it's called, and every time you increase that, you gain more units. Now you can see here reinforcements from the Empire bring powerful units to bolster your armies, which is the main way you will be getting your units. As well as that, hostile actions will result in retaliation from local factions, but will also empower your own armies. So this is how you pretty much gain new units. You pretty much want to be as hostile as possible in the jungles of Lustria in order to gain more units. As well as that, he has a recruit rank +3 for Huntsman Generals. So they are the new lords that came along with Marcus Wolfheart. They are very similar, except they have the oil flask ability, which is really good. Now, as well as that, he also has -40 diplomatic relations with Lizardmen, which absolutely makes sense since he hates them and he's trying to kill all Lizardmen in Lustria. Now, as for his Lord effects, he has ambush defense chance +50%, speaks for itself. If an enemy army is trying to ambush you, you will have a 50% defense chance. As well as that, you also have a 50% success chance of ambushing enemy armies, which is really good for popping the ambush on them, especially with Marcus Wolfheart, as he is a very heavily ranged build army. As well as that, upkeep is -50% for archers and huntsman units. So you want to stockpile your huntsmen and your archers in this army as much as possible and utilize that upkeep for that negative upkeep to obviously make more money. So guys, that is all the new legendary lords coming with the DLC, their faction effects as well as their lord effects. Hands down though, Nakai is still my favorite. So guys, that's going to wrap up the video today. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one.